what we are going to learn in this video will transform boring flyers from this to that. So we've been seeing this type of effect in flyers all around Pinterest. Okay, so I decided to bring you guys what is needed. So I'm not the one going to tell you to level up your flyers after this video, and the best way to say thank you to the design chef is subscribing to this channel. So we're in the kitchen and all the ingredients are set. Let's jump right into this video. All right, so I have my image open right here, and one common mistake people might make is going to hue and saturation and then thinking when they push this to the reds and then increase the saturation, you're going to get that effect. But you see how creepy this thing is. We are not going to use that. Okay, see, this video is actually an extension of this particular video right here, how to sharpen images, but this one is better. So first of all, what you're going to do, you see I've cut my background, so I'll go to filter and convert for smart filters so that when I apply any filter I can change it back or retweak it. So let me go back to filter and then camera raw filter. Those of us who have watched this particular video knows what we are coming to do here. So if you haven't, stay tuned and make sure you subscribe if you haven't subscribed. So texture, okay, we are going to slide this to the max depending on how sharp your image is. Okay, and with the clarity I'm going to push it closer to the max, or you can even, for my image, I can push it to 100. Okay, and the haze I'm going to push it to somewhere 13 also. So you can see this is darkened, and this effect works well when you actually have some brighter face in there, because even after this we are going to use another tool to brighten the face. So I'm going to push this guy to 0.9. okay, and for the vibrance I'm going to push it to, let's say, 45. Cool, then I'll click OK. So this is what we got before and after, before, after. Okay, so now let's go ahead and duplicate this layer. Okay, so let's go to filter and then other, high pass. So for the high pass you can choose between 2.1 to, let's say, 2.5. between that, click OK. Now I'm going to change the blend mode to linear light. Okay, so this is, if I talk, you can see we got some sharpness in there. So this is before, after. You can see we got some sharpness in there. Now let's select the two layers, okay, and then right click and then merge layers. Now this is where we add the slider. Okay, so let's go to new adjustment layer and then color balance. So we are just going to push the reds. So you can push it to max like this, or you can just hover around, let's say 80, 70, but let me keep it 87. But after this, if you save and you're using it on the fly, you can see that you won't get the red too much. So let me push it to 100 like this. So if you want it only in the face, okay, with this is the layer mask or the mask on the color balance. You can grab the brush tool and make sure the foreground color, which is this guy, is set to black, and my flow over here is 100. So if I wipe, you can see that I'm wiping it from the face. So if you want it only the face and let's say some of the skin, you don't want it in this guy. Okay, so you can just brush over to remove it from places that you don't want this thing to affect. Okay, but in my case I want it in the crown as well, but I don't want it in the clothes. Okay, so I will just go ahead and brush it off the clothes. Okay, but you see there's a hand over here. Even if the flyer, the hand won't come, let me just do that. Okay, so if you want to bring back some of the effect, you just change it to white, and then when you brush you get some of the reds in there. So does it, and this is not exactly, we are not done yet. So let's select the layer like this, and then we got the dodge tool. Okay, so press O on the keyboard for the dodge tool. Okay, and we got the exposure. We can set the exposure to, let's say, 20, around 20. Going to increase the brush. Now we need to brighten up the face a little. So this after before after. Okay, we just need to get some shiny faces, else the rest will overshadow the the image. Then after that, you can go ahead and save this as png, and then go ahead and use it. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, this is Cool Graphics with the Design Chef, and I'm out. Peace.